The upcoming first season of Marvel Studios' Hawkeye on Disney Plus might just be taking us to new and unexpected locations that also call back to the beginning of the MCU. So let's talk about S.H.I.E.L.D. and exactly what's been spotted in brand new set photos. So when it comes to S.H.I.E.L.D., we know that originally it was supposed to be something that was in the background of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we saw this with the first Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk. And as the MCU continued to expand, so did the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that were showing up throughout all the different Marvel properties, and of course the big one, Agent Coulson, which of course would lead to an entire spin-off based on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. lasting a better part of a decade as a TV series. Now, besides just being a very successful and important TV series that would kick off the Marvel Studios TV initiative and the Netflix things, S.H.I.E.L.D. was very prominent throughout most of the MCU, from being a major part of Captain Marvel to of course having dealt with all the Avengers, bringing them together and everything. So there's been a lot of people wondering if we would ever see S.H.I.E.L.D. back in the fold. Now, with how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ended its entire run, there is an argument to be made that they could involve these characters again, and that S.H.I.E.L.D. is well off in the current MCU or whatever multiverse they might be in. Now, this brings us to some of the latest set photos that have landed online that show us Kate Bishop and Clint, and they seem to be on the run with new equipment that they just got somewhere, wherever they might be. This equipment is branded with S.H.I.E.L.D. logos. The most noticeable one we see is the quiver, being carried by Clint. Now, we don't know what exactly the scope of including S.H.I.E.L.D. in this might be. Is it a old warehouse by Nick Fury that was established as a sort of secret fallback or something? Is this some sort of new facility by the new S.H.I.E.L.D. that's trying to establish itself again as a foothold on Earth and sort of get back into the good graces of people? Or is there something else going on? What I found really interesting was the fact that if we look at right around where they were shooting, it does relate to some of the stuff we've seen before in relations to the locations they're going to, that match up with the old S.H.I.E.L.D. facilities from Agent Carter and even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So maybe there's a connection there, or maybe that's just where they could shoot, I don't know, but it's interesting to note that. So I guess only time will tell, but it's interesting to see that they are calling back to S.H.I.E.L.D. in some way, shape, and form. And I'm hopeful that maybe they'll bring S.H.I.E.L.D. back in some sort of manner. I mean, if they're going to just make everything canon, that's Marvel through multiverse or whatever the hell they're doing, you might as well just say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. happened, it's on the side, maybe we'll acknowledge it, maybe not, maybe we'll talk about the new, man in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D., maybe we won't, maybe it's changed by the time they acknowledge it because it is in the far future. But again, I think things are looking pretty good for some sort of callback to something S.H.I.E.L.D. or maybe even including elements of it.